today we're going after Sunder, the second artifact of Kagranak that we need to defeat Dagather. So, without ado, let's go get it. So we know that Feminol is the one that houses Sunder. It's to the northwest. I think... we'll do well to just kind of use our Amulet of Jumping, our Boots of Blinding Speed, took a little bit of damage there, but it's nothing we can't undo. Go more in this direction. I think that's it there. Yeah, these locations, I believe, are marked on your map by Vivek. That's probably the entrance. Yep. Unlock Outer Fortress. Did immediately by an Ash Ghoul. Gonna rely on our resistances to kind of tank that damage. And let's switch our necklace back to the Necromancer's Amulet. Start getting our health back. There should be quite a few Dagoths in here. So we'll be using our 9 Grand Soul Gems. Go ahead and equip our Guard Ghost. Start exploring here. And I did see a Dagoth back here. Yep. Dagoth Garel. If it ever doesn't give you the name, you can just go ahead and pause it and mouse over the person that is there. You can also resize these windows up and down just to get a better view. Alright, let's see. We're probably going to need to soul trap them. Bring out our trusty expensive Ring of Soul Trap that we made ourselves. And then should probably just use... yeah, let's just use the spear. And we have so much magical resistances. And indeed absorb magicka that shouldn't be in too much danger. There we have it. Dagoth Garel, 64,800 souls, or value of soul. Doesn't seem to be much in the room. Dwemer coin. Got a shield And a spear. Use Undiski's key here. Another self-enchanted item. I'll just drop off this heavy Dwemer artifacts here. We're using sneak a lot more at the end of the game, just to avoid hassle. And the Spear of Bitter Mercy is really paying dividends. Critical damage! One shot. Amazing. Oh, we got another Daggett. Alright, let's get the soul trap on. Quite a bit here. Daggett Lore. And it's just that simple. Got a nice Dwemer crystal mace. I've never seen that before. Let's give it a look. Seems pretty cool. Ebony, assaults. I'll leave the scrap metal there. Dwemer dart, Dwemer bolt, ebony arrow. Get a little bit of repairs, resummon our Ghost Guard friend. Continue sneaking through the dungeon. Got 2 Daggiths. I believe, yeah, this just leads back up. We have a simple first level here. See what the bottom area holds. Bring out Undiski's key again. Coin, cauldron. Some random loot in Winsalts, some emerald, leveled random dungeon loot. Some gems inside. A coin and some Dwemer artifacts. Parchment scrawlings. All cries are waking, whitest white of all white, blackest blacks of all blacks. Shame and sun, sun and shadow. Stronger than gods, brighter than mortals. Only he is awake, only he is alive. He knows the names and the naming. He knows the wait and the waiting. He enters into every star and moon. He shines through their shadows. One shape, one spelling, one wraith, one casting. From darkness he is armed, from light he is warded. He is all things, Drake, Lich, Theoman. On rivers of fire he comes forth, through storms and dreams he rides. With slivers of steel he pierces the heart. All spells, powers, curses broken, the chains are shattered, the scales fall away. I see you with my eye, and all is silence. I wake, I remember, Lord. Charming. Void essence in the desk. Grandmaster's Alum back here. Ruins of Kelm Z. I believe we've read this before. It's about a dashing archaeologist. Special Flora of Tamriel. Grandmaster's Alembeck. Or Alimbeck. Let's just drop this off at the beginning of the dungeon, and then we'll proceed forward. Remember correctly, please. Okay. Still carrying a bit more weight than I'd like. I believe that's everything in this room. Alright, let's proceed forward. The Hall of Torque. That's another Dagoth there. Dagoth Felmis. Okay. Alright, so we got Dagoth Garrel, Dagoth Nilor, Dagoth Felmis. Extravagant ruby amulet. Lovely soul gem. Willbreaker. That's interesting. Blunt two-handed weapon. 10 to 32 on the chop. Damage willpower 10 points cast when strikes. Demoralize humanoid 20 points for 5 seconds. Not bad. Two-handed mace. We do have 100 blunt weapons. We could only deal with the weight. We'll keep that around. Let's see. Some 6th house amulets on the floor here. We'll leave the scrap metal for now. The spooky place. Just in time for Halloween. Go ahead and get our ghost summon back. The great thing about infinite ghost summon is you can always use it as an early warning system. An early alarm system that will tank the first few hits of damage in any encounter and engagement. And it also casts a spell that damages enemy strength or endurance. And I believe agility also. Or rather, it has attribute lowering spells. Okay, another 25 locked chest. Dwemer bolt and Dwemer coins. This is another Dagoth Solar. As you can see, against magical attacks, we are just very, very tanky. Another amulet. Alright, Dagoth Garel, Dagoth Nilor, Dagoth Flemis, and Dagoth Solar. I'm not sure if this is just part of the Morrowind Rebirth patch, or suite of mods, but there seems to be quite a bit of Dagoths in this particular one, and I think that's another one. Actually, let's go ahead and close these. For now, let's fully explore before we take on one of the Dagoths that looks like that is usually the strongest one. Okay, anything in this room? Doesn't really look like it. There's no ash statues in this triolith. Okay, and it just appears to be perhaps a summoning room or a ritual room. Something along those lines. Certainly an area of power for the 6th house. Oh. Dash zombie patrolling around. Oh, and we got a named skeleton. Beldo the Undying. Okay. Certainly worth a soul trap. Oh. Seems I accidentally caught my own ghost in a soul trap. Not the worst thing in the world. He is undead. Our spear doesn't appear to be doing the best damage. Let's try Firebolt. There we go. Silver War Axe. Blood Feast Shield. A heavy shield. Absorb health 4 to 8 points for 5 seconds on touch. Pass when used. Alright. Beldo the Undying. The same value, soul value as Dagoth Solaire, Dagoth Flemis, Dagoth Nilor, and Dagoth Garel. So apparently just as strong a soul as any of the Dagoths. Interesting that he shows up here. A lot of darts and arrows. These appear to be dormitories or former sleeping quarters. Kind of sparse as far as dungeons go. I mean, full of souls. Well, alright. Yes, on to the main event. So we know we have to soul trap this person. I have no idea how difficult it will be. Let's see if we can sneak up on him for as long as possible. Dagoth Vemin. Alright, Dagoth Vemin. I guess here goes nothing. Let's get everyone out. Oh, looks like he has Reflect on. Alright, that should be enough. And let's just take out the Spear of Bitter Mercy. Let's go to work. And there's Sunder. Alright, so we got Dagoth Vemin, Beldo the Undying, Dagoth Solar, Dagoth Flemis, Dagoth Nilor, Dagoth Garel. Sunder, blunt weapon one-handed. 14 to 56 on the chop. Constant effect, fortify attack 20 points on self, fortify strength 10 points on self, drain fatigue 1 point on self, fortify endurance 10 points on self, fortify luck 10 points on self. For a value of 82,250. That is incredible. A weight of 38 though. That is a very heavy item. Along with Dagus Amulet of Heart Heal. Interesting. Fortify Strength 10 to 20 points for 30 seconds on self. Fortify Hand to Hand 10 to 20 points for 30 seconds on self. Shield 10 to 20 points for 30 seconds on self. And Levitate 20 points for 30 seconds on self. That is an amazing amulet there. And the 6 Health Amulet and the Ash Vampire Dust valued at 500. Okay. Thank you all so much, as always. In Citadel Veminal, I discovered the artifact Hammer Sunder, one of the enchanted tools created by the Dwemer craft lord Kagernak. Oh yeah, I also, at Ghostgate, I met an old Imperial veteran. He asked me to take an old lucky coin with me when I go to Dageth Ur, and I agreed. He gave me the coin, an old worn Imperial Drake, and hoped it would bring me luck. It is strange, but I have a feeling. I know this encounter has marked my fate and fortune. You have gained a new power, Luck of the Emperor. So, in the bar, I think in one of the Towers of Dusk, or Dawn, you talk to an old Imperial named Wolf, and he gives you a new power. Fortify Luck 20 points for 120 seconds on self. It's incredibly strong. I'm very bad at remembering to use my powers, but yeah. Okay, nothing in the... Some sapphires in the jars. Corpus meat, we'll go ahead and leave that. And corpus meat hunk. And a soul gem. Well, okay. That seems to be it. That was Veminal, Hall of Torque, and the Dageth Vemin, Guarding of Sunder. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have Wraithguard equipped so we don't kill ourselves. And let's just equip Sunder just to take a look at it. Oh, wow. Alright. Yeah. Looks like a hammer. Swings like an old Dwarven hammer. Dwemer hammer. Alright. Well, that should do it. Thank you guys for dropping by, and we'll see you hopefully in part 3, where we'll be addressing defeating Dageth Ur themselves and rounding out the main campaign of the game. Have a good day.